When it goes on Proverbs chapter 15, reading from verse 21 to 33. Verse 21, folly is joy to him who lacks sense, but a man of understanding walks straight. So you'll see this comparison between a fool and between the wise. And so the fool lacks sense, but the wise man walks straight. Verse 22, without consultation, plans are frustrated, but with many counselors they succeed. It's always wise to get the advice of trusted people. When there's many counselors, you can make a more wise decision. Verse 23, a man has joy in an apt answer, and how delightful is a timely word. Or the ESV says a word in season. And so just the importance of knowing what to say when to hold the tongue, when to speak, and when you do speak, take those thoughts captive so you say the right things, because the tongue is a powerful thing. It can build up and it can tear down. Verse 24, the path of life leads upward for the wise, but he who keeps away from Sheol, that he may keep away from Sheol below. All of us want to avoid death and ultimately hell, and so we need to be righteous. And the only way to be righteous and be wise, we need the wisdom of Christ, is to have Jesus. Verse 25, the Lord will tear down the house of the proud, but he'll establish the boundary of the widow. God has given people land, and even now there's always a fight for land. But if God's given a widow land, and we take it away from the person who's weaker, God hates that, and he'll hate the proud person. And so he is always against the proud, but he's always looking out for the poor and the widows. Proverbs 23 says, do not move an ancient landmark or enter the fields of the fatherless, for their Redeemer is strong, he will plead the cause against you. Verse 26, evil plans are an abomination to the Lord, but pleasant words are pure. He who profits illicitly or profits from bribes troubles his own house, but he who hates bribes will live. We must never be part of bribes. Offering bribes, taking bribes. We must always act with integrity and with honesty, and make sure we're not falling into that camp. Verse 28, the heart of the righteous ponders how to answer, but the mouth of the wicked pours out evil things. Again, just the importance of our tongue, and our tongue is the overflow of our heart. So it's important that our hearts are pure, because if our hearts are right, then we will speak right. Ephesians 4:29 says, let no corrupting talk come out of your mouths, but only such that is good for building up. It's talk to edify, as fits the occasion. Talk to fit the occasion. That goes back to the timely word, that it may give grace to those who hear. Back to Proverbs 15:29, the Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayer of the righteous. And so the prayers of the righteous availeth much. If we want to have a good prayer life, our life must be godly and righteous. Bright eyes gladden the heart. Good news puts fat on the bones, or refreshes the bones. He who has ear listens to the life-giving reproof will dwell among the wise. He who neglects discipline despises himself. In other words, he harms himself by neglecting to be corrected and to be disciplined. But he who listens to reproof acquires understanding and wisdom. And finally, verse 33, the fear of the Lord is the instruction of the wisdom. We've heard that repeated so many times. The fear of the Lord is the beginning. And here it is, the instruction of the wisdom. And before honor comes humility.